Education is knowing. It is an inherent process by which a child begins to observe and learn about the myriad wonders that surround him or her. Be it the shapely alphabets or the colorful building blocks, the musical rhymes or the enlivening games. Primary education surely lays the foundation of learning for every child. It is this world of enlightenment they step into for the first time that eventually plays a role in shaping their lives. Education is a right enshrined in the Constitution of India, which ensures proper schooling for every single child in the country.
शाला यानी क्या होता है?
शाला अपने बच्चे होशियार करने का और होशियार हो जाते हैं. शाला शिक्षण बच्चे के लिए
शाळामध्ये शिक्षण
शाळेमुळे आपण व्यवस्थित जीवन जगू शकतो. चांगलं असतं शिकलेलं.
शाळा म्हणजे काय आहे बाबा, मुलांचं एक शैक्षणिक साधन आहे आपल्या समाजासाठी आणि त्याच्यापासून समजा मुलं पुढे जाऊ शकतात, विकास होऊ शकतो देशाचा, आपल्या राष्ट्राचा.
If the need of sending children to a school is accepted so well, why is education still an elusive concept in rural India? This is a school in Jamkhed, located in Maharashtra. Here, children have to traverse through such unhygienic surroundings to reach their school. These children are entrusted with the responsibility of opening their classrooms in the morning.
हम जब वहाँ पढ़ाते थे डीएड ट्रेनिंग में, तब एक वर्ग को हमको पढ़ाते थे. एक वर्ग में जाना बहुवर्गाध्यापन नहीं था और बहुत कम समय 2 ही पाठ होते बहुवर्गाध्यापन के. यहाँ जब आई तो बहुवर्गाध्यापन करना पड़ा. जब चौथी को सिखाते तो पहली के स्टूडेंट हमारे तरफ देख के, पहली को सिखाते बड़े स्टूडेंट हमारे देखते. पहली की जो पोएम्स है वो चौथी के पाठ और चौथी के जो पोएम्स है वो पहली के स्टूडेंट बोलते थे. ये बहुत समस्याएं थी. इनको सिखाते ये इधर देखते, कितना भी काम दो कुछ भी करो ये देखते ही है. बहुत समस्याएं थी.
Despite the various schemes of the government, be it Operation Blackboard, DPEP, Midday Meal or the Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan, the scenario of primary education in rural India hasn't changed much. According to the annual status of education report by Pratham, only 55% of schools surveyed had 75% or more enrolled children attending classes. A mere 69.6% schools had all the teachers present. Only 74.8 schools had drinking water facility. 51.6% of them had usable toilets, and more than half of the schools had multi-grade classes. Besides this, the migration of laborers during off-season who take their children along with them to the workplace adds to the number of dropout rates in schools.
When you're talking about education scenario in our country, while the 3% like us are in higher education, there are almost 48% children who don't cross the threshold of standard 4th. And I really feel there's a dismal picture that a country like us, which is supposed to be powerful, and we are now joining the ranks of very powerful countries economically, that we are so backward in education.
Finding solutions to these problems do not necessarily depend on schemes alone. Unless the various stakeholders in the system undertake their individual responsibilities, nothing much will change. Samajshala is an effort in this direction. Samajshala approach was experimented in the 10 government schools of Marathwada region in Maharashtra.
Whenever people ask me about Samajshala, I always use this example. I have been traveling to a lot of villages since last 15 years. When you go to a village, the most interesting, the well kept, the best kept structure in a village is a temple. But you ask them, pointing to the structure, where they have the school, ask them, what is that? They'll say it is the Jilla Parishad school. They will never say it is our school. The idea behind Samajshala is that I want, or Oxfam wants, communities to feel that the school is theirs, the school is ours.
शाला का मालिक कौन होता है?
मालिक वो शाला तो जिल्हा परिषद
सरपंच
ह्या जिल्हा परिषदेची
सरकारची
सरकार.
सरकारची ना ही शाळा कोणाची आहे
नाही सांगता येत.
नाही सांगता.
These words clearly reflect the indifference of parents and the community members towards the school.
The primary concept is that unless the community in which the school is placed owns that school, has some ownership for that school, and has itself invested in that school, unless that happens, then the value of that school is going to be limited. The involvement of the community in that school is going to be limited. If there are people who are involved with that school who come to that community from the outside, then their investment in that community is going to be very limited. So our idea was that the community needs to have that ownership, and hence the name Samajshala, that is the school that is owned by the community in which the school is placed.
Emphasizing the need of community ownership, people in the village were brought together and encouraged to discuss more on their school. This was to make them realize the fact that it is their children who go to school and that it's their responsibility to take care of it. This led to the formation of an Education Development Committee, or EDC. An EDC consists of the village head or sarpanch, the head teacher, a village elder, members of the community organizations, and most importantly, parents of the children studying in the school. It was also ensured that the committee had no political influence.
आणि पहिलं कसं व्हायचं की जिल्हा परिषदेची शाळा आहे, कोणी आम्हाला तेवढं वाटायचं की तेवढं पुरतं, तेवढं 15 ऑगस्ट किंवा 26 जानेवारीला शाळेची भेट घ्यायची. त्याच्या अगोदर शाळेकडे फिरकून बघायचं नाही. त्याच्यामुळं कोणता विद्यार्थी गेला काय, कोणता शिक्षक आला काय, न आला काय, त्याच्यामुळं काही हे फरक झाला. आणि ही कला पंढरीचं आल्यापासून आम्हाला दररोजच इकडे लक्ष द्यावं लागू लागलं.
त्याच्यानंतर हळूहळू याचे पॉझिटिव्हली रिझल्ट यायला लागले आम्हाला. असं वाटलं होतं की गावातली लोक दररोज शाळेत येऊन बसतील, मग आम्हाला हे काही नाही शिकवलं, ते काही नाही शिकवलं, ह्याला काय येत नाही, त्याला काय येत नाही असं विचारतील. परंतु असं काही नाही झालं. ते शाळेत यायचे, परंतु शाळेत आल्यानंतर तुम्हाला अडचणी काय आहेत असं विचारायला लागले. मग आम्हाला असं वाटलं की हे तर आपलीच माणसं आहेत, आपल्याला अडचणी विचारतायत म्हणल्यावर आपल्याला अडचण करणारी नाही आहे ते. आणि ह्याचे पॉझिटिव्ह हळूहळू आमच्या मनामध्ये रिझल्ट येत गेले.
A child is a seed to notice. Some bright, some feeble, some confused, some vibrant, some shy, some curious. Each one of them needs equal care and attention to grow.
So when we looked at holistic education, we began to realize that the teacher alone in the classroom could not be responsible, solely responsible for the total education of the child. So we conceived of the idea of what we called Shikshan Sahayaks, that is individuals who would be helping the teacher in providing a larger base of education to the students. So the idea was to get people from the village community itself, who were well respected, who had the interest of the individuals and the interest of the students at heart, and to train them, give them specific training in dealing with the broader education of the child.
The Shikshan Sahayakas are not mere replicas of teachers. They put in extra efforts to make education interesting for children. By teaching math through songs or language through games, learning certainly becomes fun.
मुलं आमच्यापाशी पहिले यायला लागले सुरुवातीला खेळ घ्यायचोत गाणे घ्यायचोत गोष्टी त्यांना नवीन वाटायला लागलं की ह्या मॅडम आहेत पण नवीन काहीतरी ह्यांच्याकडून आपल्याला शिकायला भेटते नंतर मग असं करता करता हळूहळू मग सरांनी त्यांना कळालं ना की आपल्यापेक्षा हे चांगलं शिकवतात कारण ते 10 वाजता यायचे सगळे 9:30लाच येतात शिक्षक सगळे मग ते आल्याच्यानंतर ते पाहिजे ना मी कसं शिकवते काय करते मग त्यांना वाटायला लागलं आता हे चांगले त्यांनी मग खोली दिली आम्हाला.
तर तुम्ही पण यायचं सकाळी बालभवनामध्ये मीटिंग.
During the school hours or in the late evenings, one can see Shikshan Sahayakas move around in the village, interacting with parents and villagers, educating them about the importance of sending their children to school, especially the girls who are often thrust with domestic responsibilities. Thus, the Shikshan Sahayakas literally act as a bridge between the community and the school.
सुरुवातीला माझे काय प्रकल्प आहे काय येतात हे सारखं सुरुवातीला अडचणी आलेच ना लोक कोणत्या पण ह्याला लगेच प्रतिसाद देत नाहीत आपण गेलं की लगेच प्रतिसाद त्यांचा भेटत नाही सुरुवातीला आम्ही गेल्यानंतर म्हणायचे हे काय आहे बाबा नंतर आम्ही सारखं त्यांच्याकडे जायला आपण एखाद्या माणसाकडे सारखं गेलं त्याला खरंच पडतं की आपल्या भल्यासाठीचे आपल्याला सांगतायत आम्ही वारंवार त्यांच्या गृहभेटी सारखं एका घरी आम्ही 2 दिवसाला 3 दिवसाला सारखं जायचो जे पोरं येत नाही शाळेत अशांच्या घरी सारखं आम्ही जायचो जे असे कामासाठी स्थलांतर विद्यार्थी होतात त्यांच्या पालकांच्या भेटी घ्यायच्या तुम्ही असं करू नका मुलांना शाळेत लावा मुलींना लावा त्यांचं शिक्षणाचा फायदा होईल जे तुम्ही आता कामं करता ते त्यांना नको पुढं करून द्यायला असं त्यांना आम्ही वेळोवेळी सांगितल्यावर मग त्यांना ते पटलं